Hello, welcome to Then What Happened. Are you willing? Are you willing to be content? You know, contentment is one of those things that a lot of people have trouble with. We talk about happiness, and it's really hard to define what happiness is because there's so many different things that people interpret as being a part of happiness. But contentment, being satisfied, having a deep, settled feeling that you're okay in a world that's really not okay, or that you can survive and you can make it. You know, there are a few things, if you don't have them, it's very difficult to be content. If you don't have a good job, or you don't have a job that you love, or you don't have a job that provides enough for you, it's really hard to be content. If you don't have love in your life, it's very hard to be content. If you don't have someone to care for you, someone to help nurture you, and for you to share who you are with, that makes life very difficult and makes contentment somewhat of a mystery. Other things that basic to us, to have shelter, to have a place to live, if you don't have a decent place to live, it's pretty hard to be content. If you don't have food, if you don't have enough nourishment, if you don't have the right kind of nourishment, and you're unhealthy a lot, it's hard to be content. But contentment really doesn't come from all that we have. Now, with those few basic things, if you have love in your life, if you have a job or a way to make a living that is beneficial, functional for you, if you have food and you have a place to live, then with those basic things, contentment is available. There's a lot of things that we don't really have to have in order to be content. A lot of things that we don't really need. But I'm going to tell you that in my way of thinking, and I'm not always right. In fact, sometimes I go back and look and listen or think about the thoughts I've had in the past, and I realize that I was not thinking clearly when I made that statement. One of the things that I've come to realize with time and age is that the mother of contentment is gratitude. When I find myself being grateful, then I'm willing to be content. We're willing to do a lot of things. We're willing, working two jobs, doing all kinds of extreme things in order to provide for our families, trying to work extremely hard to make something happen so that we can advance. All of that we are willing to do. But willingness to be content, in a big part, comes because you are grateful. You're thankful. When you can wake up in the morning and be grateful to be alive, to be grateful to have a job, to be grateful for the house you live in, however it may be. The marketing things of the world are always telling us that we don't have enough, that our house is not good enough, our clothes are not good enough, our car is not good enough, we need a new one, we need new this and new that. But let me encourage you to take a look at what you have before you, that job, and be grateful. There's no perfect job, there's no perfect boss, there's no perfect situation. Look at the people that love you, the person who cares for you the most. Be grateful. Look at the things you have, the food you eat, the things you need, and be grateful. Be thankful for what you have each day in your own life. And I think you will find that by being grateful, there's more contentment. Not competing with anyone else. It's my own mind. My emotions, my mind can agree that everything's okay when I'm content. And when I'm grateful, it makes it so much easier to feel content. Thank you for joining us on Then What Happened. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a great day.